Once, when I was working in California, I was introduced to a multi-millionaire who lived in a old crumbling house, wore tatters, and bought only the cheapest food he can find. He clearly had some form of obsessive compulsive disorder or something like that, but he presented a quite reasonable explanation for his behavior. He said that having money gives him a sense of financial freedom. If he will be using his money, it will be diminishing his freedom. It is true that money gives a person financial freedom, but we only need freedom in order to use it. When we use any freedom, it disappears. Our millionaire was right about that too. For example, do you know why some people are indecisive? Why they delay making their decisions? My friend used to say, when it is not necessary to make a decision, it is necessary not to make a decision. When we have choices, we feel free. But as soon as we make a decision, our freedom disappears because we cannot make this decision second time. When we use our freedom, it, like everything we use, disappears. We do not want to take away our freedom, and therefore we postpone making decisions. Back to money. Imagine a person from a deserted island who never saw our life is watching you. He will ask you, I don't understand. First, you break your back to make money. Then, when you finally earned the money, you spend it, you part with it. Why do you earn money in the first place? Don't make money and then don't spend it. You will explain that money in itself is not a value. If money would be a value, then we would all behave like our millionaire from California. We would save all the money we have and never use a penny of it. But we need money only to use it to acquire values. And money is not always needed. I remember before we left the USSR, all the stores were completely empty. Why do people need money if they have nothing to buy on it? And not every kind of money is always needed as well. Who needs rubles in the US or Israeli shekels in Great Britain? Therefore, before making money, we need to first determine what kind of money we need and what do we need to spend it on. And this is not only about money. It applies not only to financial freedom, but also to all types of freedoms. Freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom to live where you want. Before seeking freedom, we must first decide what kind of freedom we need. And this will be determined by what do we want to do with this freedom? What do we want to use it for? A British philosopher, Isaiah Berlin, called this positive and negative freedom. He based this idea on the writings of Immanuel Kant. Today, when people speak about the Western values, they often call freedom one of them. Freedom in itself suddenly became a value, that is something that need to be collected, saved in a bank account, and not used, not touched. And it seems that because of that, many people began to behave exactly this way too. They want to have freedom, but they don't want to use it. Many believe in freedom of religion, but they don't want to take advantage of it. They want the freedom to be Jewish, but they don't want to live like a Jew. They probably need all these freedoms just in case, to be saved for a rainy day. Should I fight for freedom? 100%. Is freedom a value? Of course not. I only need freedom in order to be used for values, for moral and spiritual values. And if I do not use my freedom for these values, then I'm like a millionaire who is too cheap to buy normal food.